Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint Germain family. In today's video, we're going to talk about Paris Saint Germain's number 29, Bardley Barcola, and why he's having such an up and down season for Paris Saint Germain. His latest streak is by far the worst he's had at Paris Saint Germain when it comes to efficiency. 9 games played, 0 goals scored, 0 assists made. When we take a look at like a graph of every single game he's had at GA, every single start, we can see in the beginning, he had a small patch, then he got a GA, then a small period, they didn't do anything, then a small period, didn't do anything. I mean, this is just being Barcola. Because he's so young, because he's so inexperienced, he's going to go through these ups and downs. But as you can see throughout the majority of this season, he's had a lot of games where he's had 2 GA, but obviously there towards the end, he hasn't done anything. But the thing with Barcola, it's not the GA. He has more GA this season than last season, but I think most PSG fans would say it was maybe better last season. His dribbling was better, his creativity was better, and that mostly has to do with the switch in role and switch in what he has to do on the pitch. Last season, Barcola's job was pretty easy. Do whatever you want to do and make sure it gets to Mbappe, our goal scorer. This season, though, that's Asensio, Neves, and Nuno's job for Barcola. Barcola is meant to score the goals for us. Barcola is meant to somewhat be the Kylian Mbappe replacement, which sounds absolutely crazy. Mbappe had like 70 GA for PSG last season, and we're, I don't know, somewhat expecting that from Bardley Barcola in his 3rd professional season, which is very absurd from the PSG management and obviously Luis Enrique. And this can be proven by the easy stats. Shots taken, he's taking more shots, he's making less key passes, more touches in penalty area, more progressive passes received, and less progressive passes made. Barcola is less in the game and more strictly waiting for that pass, waiting for that opportunity. More like a left forward, whilst last season he was more of a left winger or even a left midfielder with all the defensive contribution he made. Even goal scoring, look at that, from 0.19 last season to 0.57 this season, which is an elite number. 0.34 assists last season to 0.10, that's a decline. Dribbles attempted, 6.64, now it's 6.94, but his success rate has gone down from 46% to 33%. In shot creating actions, he's improved on that this season as well. But what we can take away from these stats, in some stats he's improved, in some stats he's gotten worse. What he's gotten better at is getting into goal scoring opportunities, scoring goals, but his dribbling has gotten worse, his playmaking has gotten worse, his progressive passes has gotten worse. So he's just less involved in the game and more involved in the goal scoring opportunities. But this isn't something that just has affected Bardley Barcola. We'll come to another player, Ousmane Dembele. Obviously, both Ousmane Dembele and Bardley Barcola last season were wingers trying to aim for Kylian Mbappe, whilst this season they are the aim. It's Asensio looking for them. It's Hakimi looking for them. It's Nuno looking for them. It's Neves, Vitinha, Warren, Fabian looking for them. They are the outlets. They are meant to be the goal scorers for this Paris Saint Germain team, especially because Luis Enrique is so adamant on playing this false 9, which forces the wingers to be the goal scorers of the team. If we had an actual striker or a false 9 that could score a lot of goals, we wouldn't have the same problem. But now Barcola and Dembele are forced to do something they've never done in their career. When Dembele was at Dortmund, Aubameyang was the top goal scorer. When he was at Barca, it was either Messi or Lewandowski towards the end. And last season was obviously Mbappe. Barcola the same. At Lyon it was Lacazette. At PSG last season was Mbappe. But now they are the goal scorers of this team. And once again, I question the management. I question Luis Enrique for the transfer window. They didn't replace Mbappe. They, I don't know, maybe a bit arrogantly went into the season thinking Dembele and Barcola. But despite all of this, despite all the challenges and tribulations to Dembele and Barcola, and as I've said, they have performed worse than last season in my opinion, when I've watched them. But what is their role in the team? Is getting GA. And that's why, unfortunately, the big thing we can look at this season is their GA. Dembele and Barcola so far in this middle of the season have 18 goals, 7 assists. To Kylian Mbappe at that same time, 21 goals and 2 assists, which, I mean, is an improvement. They're getting even more assists than Kylian Mbappe because that's what Dembele and Barcola's role this season is, to replace Kylian Mbappe. Once again, it sounds completely crazy, but this is what Lucio Campos have been cooking up. And now Barcola and Dembele have to sacrifice the way they play, which makes their dribbling worse. Even Dembele, his dribbling is worse, but his playmaking is still very good. similar to last season. It's just that they have a different role, different expectations is on them, and a lot of pressure. The burden of being PSG's goal scorer was Ibra in the beginning, then it was Cavani, then it was Neymar, then Mbappe, and now it's Barcola Dembele. And once again, they've never done that in their career. So support to them. Support to Dembele and Barcola. But to end this with a great note, as I said, when it comes to Barcola and Dembele this season, you mainly look at the GA because that's their main role in this team, unlike last season. Last season, I didn't look at GA because that was unimportant for their roles. This season, though, it is very crucial, especially when it comes to the goal scoring. And as you can see, Barcola is 15th in Europe's top 5 leagues with 10 goals in the league. And if you look at per 90, he's 9th in Europe with 0.86 goals per 90. These are elite numbers. I know Barcola, Dembele, everyone's been struggling in the UCL, but that's a team thing. When everyone struggles, you don't want to, pick one guy, even though Dembele has been very woeful. Same with Bradley Barcola. But Bradley Barcola having 0.86 goals. Us sitting at the top of Ligue 1 with a 10-point cushion, mostly thanks to Bradley Barcola and Ousmane Dembele. Bradley Barcola's 10 goals and Dembele's, I believe, 8 goals and 4 assists have been crucial for us this season. So, yeah, that is the reason why both Bradley Barcola and Ousmane Dembele are having this kind of a season, is because of the role shift. They're playing in a different role where all that matters is GA instead of the actual performance, the actual impact in the game, the dribbles, all of that. That's left for Nuno to do. That's left for Hakimi to do. Other players have taken the role of Barcola and Dembele from last season, and now Dembele and Barcola, as I've said, they're mixing them together to become a Kylian Mbappe. Well, that's been it from your boy PS Gents. Hopefully, guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with this take. And as usual, allez Paris.